What if I told y'all that the pirate Townzie was a Shandorian using fishman karate? Let's get it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, civilians of all ages, what's poppin'? I'm the maid of this establishment, Townzie, bringing y'all something different this time. A lot of people in the community done did this. I've gathered inspiration from everybody else. Shout out Dusty Reacts and Tony the Prophecy. But this is my character profile for One Piece. Oh yes. Now, in typical One Piece fashion, it's gonna need a little backstory for it to make sense. But I'm not gonna make it take as long as Oda do. No, I'm not gonna do that to y'all. Some people in the One Piece world believe in it, some people don't. There's a magical island above the clouds, and people actually live there. Well, I'm here to tell y'all that that's kinda true. Oh yeah, Skypians are real. Shandorians are real, but they all only inhabit the White Sea. Townzie's parents were explorers. They were on an expedition. They wanted to go visit the Blue Sea. But in the midst of their travels, their ship was wrecked, and the entire crew was gone, lost at sea, in both of the cities. And among the wreckage, there was only one child, young Townzie. He would have died right there if a group of nomad fishermen hadn't found him. These are some of the very same fishermen that Fisher Tiger managed to go ahead and free in his prison break. And obviously, since young Townsie's a child, there's no one else he can go to. His child is innocent, and these fishermen aren't bad fishermen. Now, initially, when the Shandorian ship fell, it fell smack dab in the middle of paradise, in the middle of the Grand Line. So y'all already know what happened. There were pirates, humans, traders, merchants. Everybody in the Grand Line is kind of out to get you, especially since we're fishermen and Skypian. There's no humans aboard the ship, so they were an easy target. And then the only logical thing that the crew could do for Townzie is to teach him fishman karate. Now, eventually, over the years, those nomads did manage to be able to find their way home. But at this point in time, Townzie already developed a love for the sea and pirating. So they went their own separate ways, with the promise that Townzie would always go to Fishman Island to visit. So he'd obviously continually wander the Grand Line until he found himself some new crewmates to resonate with. And that's where the adventure of the Townzie Pirates begins. Now, as far as the fighting style goes, we're obviously a master of fishman karate, as well as armament and observation haki. The Conqueror's haki is there, but he don't really care to train it, because it's not something he wants to use or needs. Now, as far as weapons goes, he's a weapons specialist, he's a weapons expert. He can use anything in his arsenal, whether it's a blade or a gun, and he can code all of it in haki. But his preferred weapon of choice is a kusari gama, a sickle and chain harder than steel and coated with haki. And to his side, he has a signature pistol. Bullets he can also coat in haki. Now, as far as the devil fruit goes, we're gonna go ahead and call it the View no Mi. It's basically in kind of an expanded version of Hatsume Mei's quirk in Boku no Hero Academia. Like how we can zoom far distances as well as zoom in and see microscopic things really close to it. I don't think she's using the full potential of her quirk, but we'll get into that in a minute. Another thing that the devil fruit allows my eye to do is the fact that I can view things in hypersonic speeds, things that the normal eye couldn't. And actually, like I was saying, a little bit before, I think that Hatsume Mei, I think she'll be able to do that in some time in the future, because that just seems like that's the rest of her quirk. And even if so, I'll just go ahead and say, that's probably my devil fruit, because I got the reaction speed of a god. I don't need that Conqueror's haki, as long as I got my observation and my armament. It's there, but we don't need that Conquerors. But yeah, to sum it up, we pirates around here. Shandorian, uses fishman karate, weapons specialist, has all 3 types of haki. Don't give a fuck about Conqueror's haki, so don't expect it to come out other than times of rage. As well as my devil fruit allows me to see everything. But as far as this character bio goes, that's pretty much all I got for y'all this time around. Like I always say, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Am I a good storyteller? You know what I mean? That Townzie story, that came from my heart. If I was a One Piece character, that's damn sure my backstory. Y'all have a good one.